They talk about everything and nothing: books they've read, places they've been, things they miss from before the war. They're careful never to discuss anything too personal, too revealing, but even the simple conversations feel intimate. One December afternoon, as Yuki is harvesting vegetables, she cuts her hand on a broken piece of fence wire. It's not a serious cut, but it bleeds freely. Daniel sees it happen. "You're hurt." "It is nothing," Yuki says, but blood is dripping onto the soil. "Come on, let me look at it." Daniel guides her away from the other workers to a quiet corner near the tool shed. He pulls out a clean handkerchief and wraps it around her hand, applying pressure to stop the bleeding. His hands are gentle but firm. Yuki watches his face as he works, seeing the concentration there, the care. His hands are large and calloused, hands that have held weapons, but right now they're cradling her injured hand like it's something precious. "You should be more careful," Daniel murmurs, not looking up. "I will try," Yuki says, and her voice comes out softer than she intended. Daniel does look up then, and their faces are suddenly very close. Maybe 12 inches apart, close enough that Yuki can see the flecks of gold in his hazel eyes, close enough that Daniel can smell the faint scent of soap on her skin. For a moment, neither of them moves. The world narrows to just this: his hands holding hers, their eyes locked, their breath mingling in the cool December air. Then reality crashes back. Daniel drops her hand like he's been burned. You should go see Dr. Hendricks, get that properly cleaned." "Yes," Yuki says, her own heart racing. "Yes, of course." They step apart quickly, putting proper distance between them. But as Yuki walks back toward the infirmary, her hand throbbing, she can still feel the ghost of his touch. That night, lying in her bunk, Yuki admits the truth to herself. She has feelings for Daniel Cooper. Impossible, dangerous, completely inappropriate feelings. And across the camp, in his own quarters, Daniel stares at the ceiling and admits the same truth. He's falling for a woman he can never have. Part 9. Christmas and Confessions. Christmas 1944 arrives, and the camp administration tries to make it festive. There's a tree in the recreation hall, strung with handmade decorations. The mess hall serves a special dinner with turkey and all the trimmings. There's even a carol service in the evening, optional for the prisoners but surprisingly well attended. Yuki goes to the service, curious about this Christian holiday. She sits in the back, listening to the familiar carols sung in English. "Silent night. O come all ye faithful. Joy to the world." The irony isn't lost on her. Here they are, singing about peace and joy while the world tears itself apart. Daniel is there too, standing with the other guards along the wall. He sees Yuki sitting alone, and in a moment of boldness he'll later question, he walks over and sits down beside her. "Do you celebrate Christmas in Japan?" he asks quietly. "Not traditionally," Yuki says, "but I learned about it in school. The story of Jesus, the baby in a manger. It is a beautiful story. Even if you don't believe it? Belief is not necessary for beauty." Yuki glances at him. "Do you believe it?" Daniel considers. "I did once. Now I'm not sure what I believe. The world seems too cruel for there to be a loving God watching over us. Or perhaps God is there, but we are not listening. Maybe." Daniel looks at the makeshift nativity scene at the front of the room. "My mother always said that Christmas is about hope, about believing that light can come into dark places. Do you have hope, Lieutenant?" It's a dangerous question. Daniel knows he should deflect, give some platitude. Instead, he tells the truth. "When I look at you, yes." Yuki's breath catches. She doesn't look at him, afraid of what her eyes might reveal. "You should not say such things." "I know, but it's true." Daniel stands abruptly. "Merry Christmas, Yuki." He walks away before she can respond, before he can do something even more foolish. But the words hang in the air between them, impossible to take back. After Christmas, they avoid each other for a week. Daniel makes sure to schedule his infirmary appointments when he knows Yuki will be off duty. Yuki volunteers for extra kitchen shifts to stay away from the medical building, but avoidance only makes the longing worse. Daniel finds himself thinking about her constantly. The way she tilts her head when she's listening. The way she tucks her hair behind her ear when she's concentrating. The sound of her voice when she speaks English, careful and precise.